to know about. Hello Ninja Warriors. So today's session is dedicated to strategy related to board examination. Let me tell you that today's session is going to be all about how to score 95% plus in mathematics with these short topics. That means today's session I am going to tell you about what are the chapter wise short topics which we are going to expect in CBSE Boards 2025. Okay, so if I'm audible, if I'm visible, do let me know in the chat box. Also, I can see some amazing comments in the chat box. I can see AR, I can see Baladhir, I can see Ram, K edits. Okay, Andepa. Okay, am I audible? Am I visible? Yes. J 2026 batch, do not worry about it because we have got your responses on that mentorship form. We are going to reach you out in upcoming days. Wait for 2 to 3 days if you have filled the form. Okay, all right. Now let's start with the short topics. But before getting into the short topic, let me tell you one thing, that for mathematics, obviously, I will recommend that you have to study whole syllabus end to end. But as we know that when the time is very less for mathematics board examination, we need some last minute short topics. So for that purpose, I have made the video. Before getting into the short topics, give me like 3 to 4 minutes to summarize what is the marks weightage as per your CBSE blueprint. Okay, so relations and functions, let's just understand this is what is given on CBSE official website. Okay, and also if you have not liked the session, do like it right away. Okay, otherwise I will have to think when I take CBSE academic session. So do like the sessions right away. Okay, now relations and functions. Can you see this relations and function? This relations and function is actually relations plus functions plus inverse trigonometric function. So this is relations and functions, basically 3 topics I would say: relations, functions and ITF. The number of marks allotted to these 2 or 3 chapters you can say is 8 marks. Now I'll be giving a bifurcation also, that what is the weightage of functions and what is weightage of inverse trigonometric functions. Okay, and what are the important chapters. Then we have algebra. In this algebra we have 2 chapters: matrices and determinants. Matrices and determinants is having 10 marks weightage. Okay, understand this nicely. Then we are having calculus. So calculus is consisting of 5 chapters. Although you will see that, okay ma'am, out of all, calculus is carrying highest weightage, but you have to understand calculus is not one chapter. It is a unit which consisting of 5 chapters. So do not get blinded by this 35 marks. Because to get these 35 marks, you have to finish 5 chapters. Do not worry, I will give bifurcation of those 5 chapters as well. Then we are having vector algebra 1 chapter, 3D geometry 2nd chapter. So vector plus 3D geometry 14 marks. I am going to give you what is the weightage of vector separately, and I'll be telling you what is the weightage of 3D geometry. Then we have linear programming and probability. See, probability is coming weightages 8 marks. So I would to say that probability is amongst high weighted chapter, more than your calculus as well. I'll prove it to you. So now your priority chapters might change after seeing this data. Okay, so now I have bifurcated. I told you relations and functions 8 marks, but actually 8 marks were awarded to relations and functions plus inverse trigonometric function. So that is why 8 marks, 5 plus 3. Then algebra, 10 marks. So matrices and determinants combined 10 marks. So 4 plus 6, 10 marks like this. So matrices and determinant, right? Then we have continuity and differentiability, AOD, integrals. So right from, can you see this to this? 5 chapters consisting of 35 marks. Out of which, in calculus, you can see which one is the high weighted chapter. 9 marks, continuity and differentiability. AOD being a low weighted chapter, I would say. Integrals may 9 marks, again a high weighted chapter. Integrals, you can see application of integrals is also very small chapter, but small chapter, so higher return on investment, 6 marks. Then we have differential equation. Again, differential equation is not a very big chapter. Again, high marks, high weightage. Vector algebra, 5 marks. 3D geometry, sorry, vector algebra, 9 good marks, 9 marks. So you have to understand that where exactly you have to put extra effort. 3D geometry, 5 marks. Probability, again 8 marks. And linear programming, very small chapter, quite predictable chapter, and you're going to get 5 marks. Now, what are the short topics? Chapter wise we are going to discuss right away. Okay, right away we are going to discuss, but before that, let me just give you a brief about paper pattern. So paper pattern is going to be consisting of 5 sections, as you can see, 5 sections right away. Okay, yes, the paper will be according to this weightage only, Sheen. Trust me on this. 1 mark here and there can happen, but it is going to be like this. Okay, so now paper pattern, you can see there will be 20 and basically 18 1 marker questions. So 18 MCQ plus 2 assertion reasoning questions. So overall 21 marker question will be there. So 20 marks you can see from here. Then section B, 5 very short answer questions consisting of 2 marks each. 2 choices will be given. Over here you can see section C, 3 marker question, 6 short answer type question, 3 choices will be given. Section D, 5 marker, 4 long answer type question, 2 choices will be given. And section E, 3 case study based question will be given, each of 4 marks, 1 question of each case study. This is your paper pattern. So let us understand first of all your paper pattern, what kind of questions are going to come. Now we are going to design and predict that what your paper is going to look exactly like. Okay, so let me just reveal the short topics, chapter wise chapter, unit wise unit right away. Do note it down in your notebook that what are the important topics. So with along with marks as well. Okay, so this is a new thing. Relations and functions, if you can see, relations and functions, I told you relations, then functions, then ITF. Let us talk about relations first. From relations, this is very important, which was important for your JEE main as well. Reflexive, symmetric and transitive relation. You can expect 1 question from reflexive, symmetric and transitive relation. Then after that, types of function. Okay, so if I come to functions, core functions, so just we have to like show that this is a 1-1 function, and we have to calculate whether the function is onto or not, justify your answer. So these kind of question you can expect from functions chapter 1 and onto. After that, if I talk about inverse trigonometric function, so principal value is something you should be aware of. Suppose sine inverse half. What is the principal value of sine inverse half? Okay, this kind of question, cos inverse half. So all sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec, cot, all the inverse values you should be able to answer. Next thing, domain related problem. Suppose sine inverse something is there, some big expression, sine inverse something, and we are talking about domain of this function. Similar thing we have seen in JEE main, but the level of the question in obviously CBSE will be a lower level. Okay, so domain, then range related question, and the graph of inverse trigonometric function, roughly you should know that what a graph will look like. Okay, all right. Now moving on to the next unit, which is algebra, which is consisting of, algebra is 10 marks, right? 4 plus 5. So 4 marks for matrices and 6 marks for determinant. So 10 marks overall. Now understand algebra, matrices and determinant. Okay. From matrices, what is important topic is multiplication of matrices is something which is very, very important. And then a question from symmetric and skew symmetric matrix also you can see in your CBSE Boards 2025. After matrices comes determinants. Out of matrices and determinant is the high weightage. Now, in determinants, you have to find inverse of a, oh, sorry. This is from matrices only. This is from matrices, okay. This only determinants is this. Still matrices, okay, matrices. So, matrices may you can get a 4-marker question, 3-marker question, wherein you have to find inverse of a matrix and you have to find adjoint of a matrix, okay. So, this is something which you can get in 3 marks. Alright, if it is a 2 cross 2 matrix, then it can come in MCQ as well. If it is a 3 cross 3 matrix, finding inverse of a 3 cross 3 matrix will be there in 3 marks, or it may be there in 5 marks as well. Now, from determinant, solution of system of equation is something which is very, very important. Remember that Cramer's rule, okay, or you can say that AX equals to B. X is equals to A inverse B. System of equations. So this is how your matrices and determinant important chapters will look like. Now calculus, 35 marks, 35 marks, okay, 35 marks. Calculus consists of 5 chapters, chapter by chapter. Chapter by chapter, I am going to give you important topics. Have a look right away. सबसे पहले first continuity and differentiability, 9 marks alone from this chapter, okay. What are the important topics or questions which can come from this chapter? Number 1 is 1-marker question. You can get this in MCQ. Check the continuity of this. So you have to be very careful. Very easy question. A function, piecewise function is given and you'll be like, check the continuity of a function. Then finding missing variable again. So 1-marker question will be like, function is given, whether it is continuous at this point or not, that you have to calculate. 3-marker question, same question will be there, but a value of k, value of a is missing. Very easy questions. Chapter number 5, you can see in your NCERT, these type of questions you can see. Now, this is from continuity. What about, ma'am, differentiability? So differentiability means differentiation, logarithmic and parametric form. So logarithmic may differentiate sin x ki power x. That is one type of question that can come in either 3 mark or 2 mark. Parametric form may that y is given as sin theta, x is given as cos theta, find dy by dx. So parametric form. So this is also 3 or 4 marks, 3 or 2 marks. Now proving based question on second order derivative. So they will give one equation, y is equals to suppose tan inverse x, and prove that there will be equation d2y by dx square plus dy by dx plus y is equals to 0. Like this question, okay. So this is 3 to 5 marks. If the question is good enough, second order derivative, they can give this question in 5 big marks. And this is going to be very easy kill question if they give second order derivative. So 9 mark continuity and differentiability. Have a look at important topics. Then application of derivatives, 4 marks. What can be the question? Rate of change of quantity they can give in 3, either 3 marks or 2 marks. Direct question. Increasing and decreasing interval. So what they can do is they can give you a question. Suppose y function of x is equals to 3x square plus 2, right? Function of x is equals to 3x plus square plus 2. Now tell that in which interval your function is increasing, in which interval your function is decreasing. So 3 marks question you can short get. Then word problem based on maxima and minima. So local minima, local maxima you have to calculate, and this is going to be a 5-marker question. Application of derivatives done and dusted. Then comes integration. Integration is indefinite plus definite integration. So let me tell you that what is important in your integration. Number 1 is substitution method, 1-marker question. You can get this in MCQ. Okay, so integration by substitution. By parts, 3-marker question, and partial fraction question. Integration by partial fraction question. So 5 marks you can clearly see. Okay, so this is from indefinite integration, and from definite integration, question based on properties of definite integration, specifically King's property. King's property you can get. This is very important. This was important in JEE main as well. So this is also done. Integrals, then application of integrals, that means area under curve. This chapter is area under curve. Okay, so area under curve mein what is important? Without integration you can calculate area of ellipse and area of circle, right or wrong? So that is going to be approximately 3 mark question you can get. Area between curve, area between curve. So this is a 5 marker question you can get where integration is, heavy integration will be required. Okay, so area under curve, we have seen that significantly improved the questions they have been given in past few years. Area under curve is also important. And fifth, differential equations. Now differential equation, the weightage of differential equation, let me go back and check. Differential equation weightage is 7 marks. Okay, so 7 marks alone for this chapter, and trust me, I to find this chapter very scoring chapter, be it your JEE main or JEE or your CBSE or your any other examination. Okay, so differential equation 7 mark question you can say. 1 marker question so you can get to calculate the order and degree of the question. Order and degree of the question. Okay, calculate order of differential equation along with degree. So 1 marker question you can get. Apart from that, 3 methods are involved in your NCERT. This is the overall differential equation curriculum. 3 methods you should know. If a differential equation is given, how to solve differential equation, you have 3 methods: variable separable, homogeneous, linear differential equation. Advanced, there are high chances that these type of questions will be coming. I am doing this thing based on the trend analysis. What is the trend over here in CBSE? Okay, so variable separable. Now in differential equation, understand, it's not that, ma'am, okay, always linear differential equation is coming. No, all 3 methods are important, but I am just telling you, if at all, 7 marks question, if at all variable separable they will give, so 2 to 3 mark question they can frame. If at all homogeneous or linear differential equation they will give each 5 marks, so they can just choose between either homogeneous or linear differential equation. Okay, then we are having next chapter, which is vector and 3D geometry. So vector and 3D geometry, the score, the weightage is 14 marks. Now what are the important chapters or important topics? Okay, let us understand. So vector algebra mein, there are 2 things in vector algebra, 2 main key factors of vector algebra chapter. One is scalar product, that is dot product. Second is vector product, that is cross product. Based on dot product, or you can also call it as scalar product, what is important? Projection of 2 vectors is very much important. This is the last thing. This is the last minute thing you should do all. So scalar product mein projection of A vector on B vector is important. And one more thing, 2 more things which are important: condition of perpendicular vectors. Tell me in the chat box, what is the condition of perpendicular vectors? Their dot product will be equals to 0. What is condition of parallel or collinear vectors? So condition is A dot B is equals to 0. And this is A is equals to K times B vector for parallel vectors. So these 2 conditions are important. So 3 things for dot products they can ask. And now if I talk about vector product, 2 things are important: area of triangle formula and area of parallelogram formula based on vector product. So again, this is also very easy over here. Now we are going to talk about, so this is vector. Tell me 7 marks, I think, if I just bifurcate now. So vector ka, what is the weightage of vector? Tell me. Vector ka weightage is 9 plus, we have 5. 9 plus 5, okay. Let me write it over here. So this is 9 marks. And now 5 marks from 3D geometry. So what is important in 3D geometry? Direction ratio and direction cosine 1 marker question. They can give you a question wherein they can say direction ratio is given, find the direction cosine. 1 marker question direct. Then we are having a 3 marker question which says equation of a line in different form. Equation of line in Cartesian form, equation of line in vector form. Okay. So from here you can you should know that what is the point which is lying on the line, what is the direction ratio of that line. Okay. Then we are having angle between two lines. Okay. So this is all about vector and 3D geometry. Then we are having a beautiful chapter, linear programming. Only 5 marker question will be there. 2 types of question you can expect from linear programming. Okay. Which is bounded region. Okay. So just practice two category questions. Obviously 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5 questions if you practice for bounded region and for unbounded region, then you will be sorted 5 marks short, very small chapter and very predictable chapter. Okay. All right. So bounded region mein you will have to like plot the straight lines and you have to plot the region, find the corner points and feasible region, plot the table and eventually maximize or minimize the function. Okay. And then we are going to have probability. Probability is again one of the high weighted chapter. 8 marks alone from this chapter. What is important from this particular chapter is conditional probability. So conditional probability, remember, probability of A given that B has already occurred, and independent events. Okay, so independent events are probability of A intersection B is nothing but probability of A into probability of B. Questions based on independent events, both category will have 3 mark each. Let's see that in CBSE 2025 which question they are giving. Then we are having 5 marker question from Bayes theorem and case study. Okay, you can see, I can see in the chat box. Okay, case study, yes. So case study problem will be there. Okay. So from probability, high chances that case study problem will be there from this chapter. Then a new thing which has been observed in probability, and I will highly recommend because I don't want you to get surprised in CBSE 2025 maths paper. They can ask you a question from random variable. This surprise they give in JEE exam also. Random variable say they give question. Okay. So sample question paper may we have seen a question of 3 marks from random variable topic. So please make sure that you are preparing well for this particular topic. Do not worry, I'll be taking sessions, but only if you like the session, comment below that yes ma'am, we want sessions for boards. Okay, so that is what you have to comment, and this is it. Now if you want me to take important PYQs, theory, concepts and everything, if you want me to cover board specific lessons, then just comment CBSE sessions in the chat box. Comment CBSE sessions in the chat box. If I see that there is enough response on this video, only then I'll be able to take the sessions in upcoming days. Okay. And also do not go anywhere because I have to tell you about something. Let me just go towards my video and okay. So this is it. Can you see that in the description box of this video, we have attached this link and this link. This link is 12th boards plus JEE Mains attempt 2. Understand that importance of boards marks if you want to take admission in good colleges, because apart from JEE also on this channel we are telling you there are so many exams, but again board exam criteria is there. So boards also you have to focus, and now is the time you have to focus on your board examination, right? So 12th board plus JEE Mains second attempt, if you click, and if you are looking for one such crash course, one such course, then JEE Mains CBSE Boards crash course, view course plan. If you go and view, so this is crash prime, wherein CBSE board examination and second attempt preparation only for this particular cost. Pro will have 500 more rupees, but it will have some additional things. Okay, so PCM VIT EEE 500. If you pay 500 more, then VIT EEE crash course will also be accessible to you. So you can choose your thing, and batch has already been started. So if you are going to enroll it a little late, then it will be your loss. And it's still not late. 4 days, you're 4 days late. 2-3 sessions have been happened. So enroll it. You will get the recording of the previously sessions, previous a live session. So this is what it is. Do check it out. Click on the link which is given in the description box, and do not forget to like this video and comment on this video that ma'am, we do want CBSE boards session, CBSE sessions. Okay, क्या लिखा था मैंने? Wait, क्या लिखना है? CBSE sessions in the comment section. This is me, your Ninja Ma'am, signing off. I'll see you all in upcoming sessions.